I told you I teach you some details on how to really make those meetings magical. And I created a system that's trademarked to me called True Voice. TRU Voice, all caps, because voice is an acronym, right? Voice stands for vision, obstacles, interests, commitments, and strengths. And these are the major questions that go along with the True Voice interview that I've created. If anybody ever seen the Gaines profile that Dr. Ivan Meisner created, it's similar but better. Yes, I said better. Voice, the first question, where do you see yourself next year, the same time? If we're sitting down with each other next year, where do you see yourself going?
Turkey.
All right, that's a vision question. Because it starts to set up the destination that a person or professional hopes to be at this time next year. It's not quite a goal. Because yes, it does have specificity and it does have that time bound, but might not be measurable yet, it might not be achievable, might not be even relevant. We don't know that yet. But it's definitely in the direction. So that's why it's vision. It's a good vision question. It says this is the direction we're going.
So what was the question? Where do you see yourself? What?
If we're sitting down with each other again next year, this time, where do you see yourself going? Now that sets up a wonderful conversation. The next question you want to ask them, if they haven't already answered it somehow in that first question, is about obstacles. Okay, so what are the major hurdles are you going to have to overcome to get you there? Now these are things that are obstacles. These are things that are in their way. They already know them. They're in their way. And sometimes the people will go, well, I'm not sure there are any obstacles. I think I've already handled them all. But if we're going to be any obstacles, it would be this, and this. Those are obstacles. Because they probably don't have a plan on how to handle those obstacles, but they've identified that those are obstacles, right? Next question is interest. What special talents or interests do you have that can be developed that will help you overcome these obstacles? I love this question because it starts to make people think about where they're already gifted. Where do they already have fun? If I get somebody to join me in the racquetball court, a prospect to play racquetball with me, we're gonna have some fun. They like racquetball, I like racquetball, we're gonna have some fun. And it's gonna make business talk so much easier to have. I might even let them win. Nah.
I've heard that before.
Nah.
You're totally out of character.
All right.
Yeah.
Then there's commitments. For us to achieve anything, we're generally going to have to commit to something. We have to commit to some change. There's no getting somewhere different than we are today without making some changes, right? So we have to make some commitment to some changes. You want to ask a person this thing. What promises have you made and kept to get you where you're going? Because for some people, I've set some goals, I've set some strategies, I know where I want to go, and I'm going to do this differently. All right, but that sets up another question, right? If you've made these commitments and these promises, I get to ask, well, how's it going? Is it going well? On a scale of 1 to 10, are you on top of your game, or are you kind of like limping along?
You got to get that question in.
All right, so what promises have to be made and kept to get you where you're going? It's about commitments. Last question you might want to talk about is your strengths, right? What is that person's strengths? What strengths do you need to hone or develop to create more energy around your highest objectives? Now, there's a difference between strengths and interests. All right, the things that you're interested in can help you, but they might not be where you're strong just because you're interested.
Like gifts, right?
Right. Your strengths they're your internal gifts that you just know that are there, and your friends know that they're there. People have always told you you're gifted in this way. I'm gonna stress people have already told you you're gifted in this way, because I usually think I could sing, but I could get no one else to validate that. So I realized that That's only my it was my personal gift to me, but no one else. I don't give it to anybody else. Right? So, very important. But you know what your real strengths are? I am good at listening, and I do pay attention to people. I'm very protective of my people specifically. You know, whether it's here at this table, my family, my friends, whatever. Very, very protective, and I'm always checking in with them. Everything going okay? You all right? Does it make sense? You like it? It's happening? Blah blah blah. That's important to me, right? I give people lots of attention. I like doing it. Okay, so
And who was this created by? You?
Coach Powell.
Voice?
Yeah.
You called it?
True voice. I could talk about this for another 2 hours, but it's I guess more important than anything else when it comes to professional relationships, the mindset is the most important thing. Understanding that you need to go into win-win solutions, mutual respect for the person professionally as much as you possibly can. One of the things I like to share with people is how to best work with pain.